What is the main function of red blood cells in the human body? Transporting oxygen. What is the chemical symbol for gold? It is Au. Which planet in our solar system is known as the red planet? Mars. What force pulls objects toward the center of the Earth? Gravity. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? Diamond. Which part of the plant carries out photosynthesis? The leaf. What is the pH level of pure water at room temperature? 7. What is the closest star to Earth? The Sun. Which unit is used to measure electrical resistance? Ohm. What is the basic structural unit of all living organisms? The cell. Which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide. What state of matter has a fixed volume but no fixed shape? Liquid. What instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? Barometer. Which planet is the largest in our solar system? Jupiter. Which organ in the human body produces insulin? Pancreas. What is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. What light phenomenon causes a rainbow? Refraction and dispersion. Which layer of Earth's atmosphere protects us from harmful UV radiation? Stratosphere. What is the largest organ in the human body? Skin. How many moons does Mars have? 2. What is the common name for sodium chloride? Table salt. At what temperature does pure water freeze in Celsius? 0 degrees. Which molecule carries genetic instructions in living things? DNA. Which type of rock is formed by cooled magma or lava? Igneous. What galaxy is Earth located in? The Milky Way. What is the speed of light in a vacuum approximately? 300,000 kilometers per second. Which element is essential for human bone health? Calcium. What type of organism produces its own food through photosynthesis? Autotroph. What scale measures the magnitude of earthquakes? The Richter scale. Which planet is famous for its prominent ring system? Saturn. What component of blood helps in blood clotting? Platelets. What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen. Which particle in an atom carries a negative electric charge? Electron. What process converts liquid water into water vapor? Evaporation. What celestial event occurs when the moon passes directly between Earth and the sun? Solar eclipse. How many bones are in an adult human body? 206. Which chemical element has the symbol Fe? Iron. What type of energy is stored in an object due to its position? Potential energy. What is the study of weather called? Meteorology. Which planet is closest to the sun? Mercury.
Which part of the brain controls balance and posture? Cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem, thalamus. Cerebellum. What is the pH of an acid? Equal to 7, greater than 7, less than 7, equal to 14, less than 7. Who formulated the 3 laws of motion? Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei, Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton. What is molten rock beneath Earth's surface called? Lava, magma, basalt, pumice. Magma. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Venus. What type of cell division results in 4 daughter cells with half the chromosomes? Meiosis. Which noble gas is commonly used in illuminated signs? Helium, neon, argon, krypton. Neon. What standard unit measures energy or work? Watt, joule, Newton, Pascal. Joule. What supercontinent existed around 335 to 175 million years ago? Pangaea. What is the boundary surrounding a black hole beyond which nothing can escape? Event horizon. Which organ filters blood to produce urine? Liver, spleen, kidney, gallbladder. Kidney. What is the atomic symbol for potassium? P, P, K, point. K. What form of heat transfer occurs through electromagnetic waves? Radiation. What is the ocean's deepest known point? Puerto Rico Trench, Java Trench, Mariana Trench, Sunda Trench. Mariana Trench. Which planet rotates on its side with a tilt of 98 degrees? Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter. Uranus. Which blood type is known as the universal donor? A positive, O negative, AB negative, AB positive. O negative. What compound makes up the main component of natural gas? Ethane, propane, methane, helium. Methane. Which subatomic particle has no electric charge? Proton, electron, neutron, quark. Neutron. Which scale measures the hardness of minerals? Mohs scale, Richter scale, Kelvin scale, Beaufort scale. Mohs scale. What star does a glowing ball of gas undergoing nuclear fusion form? Comet, asteroid, star, meteor. Star. What power plant organelle produces ATP in eukaryotic cells? Mitochondria. What is the common chemical formula for water? H2O. What percentage of Earth's surface is covered by water? 71%. What is the brightest star in the night sky as seen from Earth? Sirius, Polaris, Vega, Betelgeuse. Sirius. Which human system consists of skin, hair, and nails? Integumentary system. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? Aluminum, lead, calcium, mercury. Mercury. What is sound pitch determined by? Amplitude, frequency, speed, phase. Frequency. What type of rock forms from accumulated sediments over time? Sedimentary. Which dwarf planet was classified as the 9th major planet until 2006? Pluto. Which instrument is used to view objects too small for the naked eye? Telescope, microscope, periscope, stethoscope. Microscope. What is the chemical symbol for silver? O, Ag, L, as. Ag. Which law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Newton's third law. What process breaks rocks down into smaller pieces over time? Erosion, weathering, deposition, excavation. Weathering. What is the term for a space rock that enters Earth's atmosphere and burns up? Asteroid, meteor, meteorite, comet. Meteor. What chemical present in plants gives them a green color? Chlorophyll. What gas is released when alkali metals react with water? Hydrogen. What property measures a body's resistance to acceleration? Inertia, velocity, force, momentum. Inertia. What layer lies directly below Earth's crust? Inner core, outer core, mantle, lithosphere. Mantle. Which planet takes the shortest time to orbit the Sun? Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars. Mercury. Which enzyme in human saliva breaks down starches into simple sugars? Amylase. What element is essential in organic chemistry and forms the basis of life? Carbon. What frequency range is audible to normal human ears? 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. What is the boundary between tectonic plates moving apart called? Convergent, divergent, transform, subduction. Divergent. What are comets mostly composed of? Dust, ice, and frozen gases. Which hormone is known as the fight or flight hormone? Insulin, thyroxine, adrenaline, melatonin. Adrenaline. What is dry ice? Frozen water, solid CO2, solid nitrogen, frozen oxygen. Solid CO2. Who proposed the theory of general relativity? Isaac Newton, Niels Bohr, Albert Einstein, Max Planck. Albert Einstein. What major Earth layer is completely liquid metal? Crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. Outer core. What is the largest moon of Saturn? Titan, Ganymede, Europa, Enceladus. Titan. What structure connects muscles to bones in human bodies? Ligament, tendon, cartilage, fascia. Tendon. What is the symbol for copper on the periodic table? Cp, Cu, Cr, Cu. What type of wave is a sound wave? Transverse, longitudinal, electromagnetic, surface. Longitudinal. What is the main atmospheric layer where all human weather occurs? Troposphere. What is the largest moon in the solar system? Titan, Ganymede, Callisto, Io. Ganymede. Which part of the human eye controls the amount of light entering? Retina, iris, lens, cornea. Iris. What type of chemical reaction absorbs heat energy from surroundings? Endothermic. What device converts mechanical energy into electrical energy? Generator. What mineral is number 10 hardest on Mohs hardness scale? Corundum, topaz, diamond, quartz. Diamond. What is the largest ocean on Earth? Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, Arctic. Pacific.